How's it going? My name is Nick, and I just want to say first, I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to Roll Coverage. It really helps us out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Otherwise, just sit back and get ready. It's time to roll coverage.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
Nope. They roll coverage.
Okay, so this one's going to be a little different. I happen to see something online and I want to know your thoughts, okay? First one is going to be this one right here. So this is all stemming from a conversation we had about the 2023 NFL rookie QBs and their possible things. So there you go. That is, oh, it's on this side over here. Oops. This thing right here. Talking about Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Will Levis. Bryce Young obviously has Deontay Johnson, Adam Thielen, Xavier Leggett. Stroud getting Diggs, Collins, and Dell. Richardson has Pittman, Mitchell, Downs, and then Levis has Hopkins, Ridley, and Boyd. Now, the other thing I also happen to see is people wanted to rank them, okay? Obviously, you want to see who's 1 through 4, so a few people did it, and I happened to stumble across this one. C3, Cody Lack, and everybody over there at C3, I sincerely appreciate you guys for everything y'all do. But this is the one that kind of set me off right there. Oops, sorry. I don't know the orientation of this camera yet. Hop ain't any good anymore. Oh, mind you, he said Bryce's weapons were second out of these. DHop ain't got it anymore. I don't know about Ridley. Not a big fan of AD. Is Tank Dell going to be good at the start of the season? Johnson was killing it before Kenny. XL is a beast. Thielen is reliable. Obviously, I liked it. Just because I want to remember to do this. But here we go. I'm going to get these off the screen now. And then we're going to move these things over to here. Because we're going to actually go through and think about this, okay? Now, first, when it comes to Bryce Young, since he's 2, we're going to start with his weapons. So we're going to go to stat. I think it's NFL player comparison. It's stat head. I'm sorry. Of course, it's not going to load. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to first choose Bryce Young. CJ Stroud. We're only going to do 1 season, which is going to be 2023 and 2023. Okay, because I want to get a. Obviously, some of these guys didn't play at all. Anthony Richardson. Okay, so first let's get this. Let's understand the quarterbacks first, okay? Obviously, Stroud is the winner of that. Richardson and Levis did not play all the games. Bryce played all the games. Oh, it looks like he actually played 1 more game than Stroud, so that's an interesting one. Did not know that. Obviously, fan points are putting Stroud up there. He pretty much won, or he did win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, they're all just kind of mid when you go into the rest of these, so that's a solid comparison. At least we know where the quarterbacks are. Now, when I come back to this player comparison, we're going to see some stuff. I'm going to start actually going after C3s first, okay? Now, he says Hop ain't got it anymore, okay? So first we're going to go find DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, maybe I search Hopkins. There we go. So DHop. It would have been the 2023 season. He played 17 of 16 games, 137 targets for 75 receptions, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. So that's better than he's done in the last 2 years. 2020 was, so right before the COVID year and everything was he was kicking it off, and then he slacked the last 2, but then came back with a 1,000-yard season. So he's just right around there. But you also got to figure, look at these targets. 174, 160. So he also had a dip in targets as well. So I think, I think that's an unfair comparison when it comes to DHop. Yes, he is older, but I mean, 31 is not that much older. It's just his tenure in the NFL. I'm not sure why this is being a pain in the ass like this. So I don't necessarily agree with that. So I'm going to actually do this. We're going to get rid of this one. Okay. So I'm not really okay with the whole DHop comparison there. Now, when it comes to Ridley, let's look at that. Obviously, he had some slump years because he was betting like an idiot. But I love Calvin Ridley, so I really don't know where this is kind of coming from. So 2023, 136 and 76, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. So Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is doing pretty good as well. Not a big fan of Adonai Mitchell. I can kind of feel you on that. Is Tank Dell going to be good? Tank Dell shooting. So I know he was shot. So we're gonna go look it up. Let's see what Yahoo or all these other ones saying. Both spoke publicly about Tank Dell on Monday for the first time since he was shot in a Florida bar. None of them sort of. It looks like Tank Dell will make a full recovery, McNair said. We saw him in the office the other day and he looked good, in good spirits, but we'll have to rehab and get back to where he was. Per AP, Ryans was reticent to discuss Dell's situation and declined to answer if he expected Dell to be ready to play in Houston's Week 1 game in the fall. He did say that he's spoken several times with Dell and that they had a quote-unquote good conversation. Tank will be fine. He was an innocent bystander, flesh wound in one of his legs. Not sure. It is not clear if the injuries are to the same leg where he previously had a fractured fibula that cut short his standout rookie season. He's healing quickly from his gunshot wound. So this one's not been confirmed yet, but obviously we're doing pretty good there. So the Tank Dell one, if he's not, he's only going to be out maybe a game or two. Deontay Johnson was killing it before Kenny got there. Okay, when was Kenny Pickett drafted? Pretty sure it was 2022. Yeah, okay, so 2022 draft. So that means he would have played then. So we're going to look right before then. So he did not come in until here. So the year beforehand, you're right. Man, he had 1,100 yards on 30 more receptions than DHop and Calvin Ridley got, and only got about 100 more yards. Had the same amount of touchdowns, though. And then it looks like, for the most part, the last 2 years, his catch percentage has gone down. Yeah, and his only Pro Bowl year was that 1 year. Huh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, Johnson wasn't, I wouldn't say killing it. He had 1 year before then where he got a Pro Bowl, but if you said that DHop isn't good anymore, they are literally separated by like 100 yards, and I'm pretty confident they're the same touchdowns. So XL is a beast. We won't know about Xavier Leggett, and then Adam Thielen. So then let's do a comparison then. I'm so bad at like remember what all these things are. Let's go back. NFL player. Sorry, I should have all these things bookmarked by now, but of course I don't. So we're going to throw some things in there. We're going to choose the same season for everybody. We're going to go 2023. And I'm going to go Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Ridley, XL Deontay Johnson, Tank Dell, Donnie Mitchell, XL weren't in the league. Going back to the other ones that was on there was Stephon Gilmore, Diggs. Diggs was one of the other ones that was on the list. Okay, so let's go look at all these. We're only looking at the 2023 season to understand if maybe Mr. White Chocolate Espresso is onto something here. Now, I'm not obviously comparing them against each other. I'm just trying to kind of see where they're at. When it comes to receptions, I mean, Adam Thielen, 103 receptions with less yards than DHop, 4 less. And I mean, Diggs obviously beat that, 76 for 1,000. So obviously, Calvin really did better than a lot of people. 51 on 700 is not bad, I guess. Tank Dell, 47 for 709. I mean, they're right around the same. I mean, just look at this. Tank Dell is better than Deontay Johnson. Just straight up. Like, just compare these two. He played 11 games, had 4 less receptions, average, AV, I'm assuming it's average just thing. Okay. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. Tank Dell's better than Deontay Johnson, so I can't put him that. So we're going to get rid of this. I'm sorry, C3 Chocolate White Espresso, but I can't agree with that. And then let me insert this. I'm going back to this to look back at here. Let's get rid of you, buddy. Okay. So when I come back into here, I'm going to re-rank them. In fact, I'm going to go back to the single scene. Sorry, it's going to be a little crazy. We're going to come back here. I'm going to insert this here, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts. I think that Bryce Young was dead last. Oops, wrong one. Oh no. Oops, that could have been really bad. Almost freaked myself out. Okay, here we go. Now, when I look at this, I'm obviously a little concerned about Bryce. XL is going to need to really excel. Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen obviously aren't really top flight guys, even last year. So I'm really expecting them to take a monumental leap forward with a quarterback that wasn't able to show it last year. So for that reason, I'm a little concerned with that. When it comes to best out of here, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to give it to Stroud. I'll probably go Stroud, Levis, and then it's really up to you. I'd probably believe in Bryce Young a little bit more than I believe in Anthony Richardson. I like Pittman. I like Adonai Mitchell. I like Josh Downs. They're all right. But you're really hoping that the offense is so potent that you're actually able to get the ball out. You're able to run the ball. There's just a lot going on with that Colts one. So I could see Anthony Richardson being 3 or 4. But it's not just about my thoughts. It's about your thoughts. Where do you think that these guys should be ranked? Give me a ranking 1 through 4 in the comments. Make sure you come and follow us over here at Roll Coverage. My name is Nick. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoy more like this, make sure to request your own in my DMs via Twitter or email. Otherwise, have a great rest of the day. Peace.